Hello everyone, welcome to Genius channel. We are going to see some previous year Indian English questions. So we are going to see the section spotting errors. Spotting errors. So we have already seen question number 21, 22 in our last video. We are seeing the question number 23 now. So before going to that, just read the common question. Each item in this section has a sentence with three underlined parts labeled A, B, and C. Read each sentence to find out whether there is any error in any underlined part and indicate your response in the answer sheet against the corresponding letter, that is A or B or C. If you find no error, your response should be indicated as D. So that is question number 23 we are going to see. That means a sentence will be divided into 4 parts and the last part will be no error. If you don't have any error in this sentence, you can just mark the option D, no error. If there is any error, you have to find out that part of the sentence. Work hard lest you do not fail. Work hard lest you do not fail. Which is the part of sentence that is having error? Okay, so what is the correct one? Yes. What is the thing? See, whenever lest comes, there should be should. Whenever the word lest comes, there should be should. So, work hard lest you should fail. Work hard lest you should fail. You should fail. So, what is the correct option? That is option B. The error comes in the part B. Lest you should fail. This should be corrected like work hard lest you should fail. You do not fail should be replaced by you should fail. Work hard lest you should fail. So answer is option B. Now question number 24. Question number 24. The Eastern Ghats are home of 2,600 plant species, and this habitat fragmentation can pose a serious threat to endemic plants. The Eastern Ghats are home to 2,600 species, and this habitat fragmentation can pose a serious threat to endemic plants. So read the statement sentence 3-4 times and find out the answer. Then you may not be getting while you read that 1 or 2 times. Read the sentence 3-4 times and part of the sentence is happening. You can easily identify the error. See the first statement, first part. The Eastern Ghats are a home of. Will we say that home of? What would be correct on? Correct. It will be correct if you use home to. Eastern Ghats are home to 2,600 plant species. Eastern Ghats are home to 2,600 plant species, and this habitat fragmentation can pose a serious threat to endemic plants. Okay, so home to is correct. So that means option A is, this part of sentence marked as A is the incorrect. Home to is home to. Okay, so answer is option A. Next is question number 25. Question number 25. Read the sentence. Turbidity current is a fast flowing current that sweeps down marine canyons, carrying sand and mud into the deep sea. Turbidity current is a fast moving current that sweeps down submarine canyons, carrying sand and mud into the deep sea. Which part is having the error? Identified. Which part is having error? Read the statements 3-4 times and identify the answer. Turbidity current is a fast flow, fast moving current that sweeps down submarine canyons. Okay, so the correct part is carrying sand, isn't it? Turbidity current is a fast moving current that sweeps down submarine canyons that carries sand. That carries sand. That would be correct, isn't it? That carries. We cannot say carrying sand because we are mentioning about turbidity current, isn't it? So this turbidity current is sweeping down through submarine canyons. And this turbidity current carries, isn't it? What carries the sand? Turbidity current carries sand. So we have to say that carries sand, isn't it? That carries sand. The turbidity current carries sand and mud into the deep sea. So the wrong part is option C. Wrong part is this part C. It should be replaced that carries sand. Okay. So see the question number 26 now. Question number 26. Every one of the boys love to ride. Every one of the boys love to ride. Very small sentence. Read it and find out which is correct. Every one of the boys love to ride. So along with this, you see the question number 27 also. Comment the answers of both these questions. Read question number 26 and 27 and comment the answers. Okay, so what is the correct option? Every one of the boys love to ride. See, everyone means what? It is a singular word, isn't it? Everyone means that is a singular. It is singular, isn't it? Singular verb. So, with singular verb, we have to use loves, isn't it? Should be not love, should be loves. Every one of the boys loves to ride. So, option C is the answer. Part C is having error. Neither praise nor blame seem to affect him. Question number 27. Neither praise nor blame seem to affect him. Neither praise nor blame seem to affect him. Which is the part? Yeah, neither praise nor blame seems to affect him. Seems to affect him, isn't it? because it is a sentence which is simple present tense, which is in simple present tense, isn't it? So should be like seems to affect him. Neither praise nor blame seems to affect him. Okay. So going to the question number 28 now. So usually asked type of question. Many a man has succumbed to this temptation. Many a man has succumbed to this temptation. Many a man has succumbed to this temptation. A, B, C, D from this, which is the part which is having error. Many a man has succumbed to this temptation. There is no error in this statement. So answer is option D, no error. Next, see the question number 29. A time slot of 15 minutes are allowed to each speaker. A time slot of 15 minutes are allowed to each speaker. Very easy. Whether it should be are allowed or is allowed. A time slot, isn't it? A time slot, isn't it? So it is singular. A time slot of 15 minutes. So it is a singular, isn't it? So you have to use is allowed. Is allowed. A time slot of 15 minutes is allowed to each speaker. It is not are allowed, it is allowed. Next, question number 30. He asked whether either of the brothers were at home. He asked whether either of the brothers were at home, which is the wrong part. He asked whether either of the brothers was at home. Was at home. Because either that is also used with singular. Okay. So it should be used as was at home. Okay. Not were at home, was at home. So question, we are going to the next question. So next part is idioms and phrases. Idioms and phrases. Okay, so we have so far discussed synonyms, antonyms, then sporting errors. So the next part is idioms and phrases. Given below are some idioms or phrases followed by 4 alternative meanings to each. Choose the response A, B, C, or D, which is the most appropriate expression. Given below are some idioms or phrases. You have to find out which response is which is having most appropriate expression. Okay. So the question is number 31. Be over the hill. Be over the hill. The options are to be on a mountain, to travel in the jungle, to be too old to do things, to do something in the most complete way. Be over the hill. Be over the hill. What is the meaning? Comment it, all of you. It is option C. To be too old to do things. To be too old to do things. To be too old to do things. Be over the hill means to be too old. And someone is too old to do the things. Next is question number 32. Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue. To stop yourself from saying something because it would be better not to. To bite off your tongue while eating. To feel sorry. To ask someone something that you want. Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue means to stop yourself from saying something because it would be better not to. To stop yourself from saying something because it would be better not to. Next question. Question number 33. Turn a blind eye. Turn a blind eye. Options: to run away, to begin to behave in a more positive manner, to change the situation, to choose to ignore behavior that you know is wrong. So from the that phrase itself, it is clear, isn't it? Turn a blind eye means what? Turn a blind eye. Yeah, it is obvious that to choose ignore something which is wrong. Ignore something that you know it is wrong, but you are just ignoring something. That is turn a blind eye. Next, 35, 34. Yellow journalism. Yellow journalism. Yeah. Yellow journalism. What's that? Yellow journalism. So, paid storytelling, government reports published on yellow colored pages, writing in newspaper that try to influence people's opinion by using strong language and false information, journalism which agrees completely with the policies of government and capitalists. What is yellow journalism? Option C, writing in newspaper that try to influence people's opinion by using strong language and false information. That is yellow journalism. Okay, so this is yellow journalism. Option C. Okay. So see you in another video with more questions. Thank you so much.